I'm Scott L. Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama. It's the 13th of December, 2019. It is Friday the 13th. So today, normal work day. Got up about, say, 8 o'clock this morning. Had a little bit of time before 9 o'clock team meeting, as we try to do on Fridays, but often do not. I actually had it this week because people have been sick for weeks, so we've missed quite a bit. It may even have been a month since we last did it, but so we did that today, and that took almost an hour. So that got us till about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock this morning. It's a little bit chilly out. The weather is still on the cold side, but we had a pretty light day at work today, which was really nice. We got a number of people out this weekend. I've got a bit of weekend work that I'm doing. I'm covering because no one else could do it because everybody's out. So that's today kind of ended up being not too bad because we're getting ready for that, which is quite nice. And of course, a plane is coming over. This is the life of being in Carrollton, Texas. We are right in the flight path for Love Field. So Southwest flies over every few minutes all day long, which isn't too bad until you're trying to talk outside or make a video, and then suddenly there's airplanes in it all the time. The other day we actually had a couple Chinook helicopters and an Apache come over in formation one way and then the other. I don't know if they went to Love or if they went to Addison or what, but very, very close and low. Low enough that I was able to identify the Chinooks from my office without a window. Just the sound of their blades, I was able to figure out what was out there. And then that was the day that Paul was driving up to Gainesville. They saw them out in Louisville. We're able to identify them out there as well. Pretty slow day. Did a ton of work with Vetastic today, which is amazing. Today's the first real day that we have it in front of potential customers. Not that they're like customers, but they're people who could be customers who are providing feedback so we can get an idea of what people actually think about it. So that's a really big deal. And so that was super exciting. Like, we did that last night technically, but basically no one looked at it last night. We just got it out. Today things are really happening, and so we did a bunch of meetings about Vetastic today, and it's been a huge focus of the work today, as opposed to normal NTG stuff. So focused on the software side, not the IT side. And so that made for an interesting day, and a pretty important one historically, because in the future we'll be looking back as today as the first day that Vetastic was kind of soft on the market. So pretty big deal there. The girls in their advent calendar today, the thing that they got was family game night. So after work and after dinner this evening, Dominica and I played some board games with them. We played Sorry and we played Clue. And that was fun. I really hate Sorry and games like Sorry. There's basically no gameplay to it. It's almost completely random. There is a little bit of strategy to it. So I don't want to say it's a pure just roll the dice and find out if you win or not game. There is some strategy to it, but there's extremely little, and it's frustrating. But Clue was good, and I taught Dominica finally how it is that I keep track of things, and she actually won, which she never does. So I think she appreciates Clue a lot more now that she understands how it actually works. Because if you just keep track of the answers that people give you, you're only playing half the game. It's keeping track of the answers that people give and don't give other people that tells you a whole heck of a lot about things. No bark. And, okay, now you're right there. Here she is. There's our puppy. That's our Mia. She's being pretty good today. So we did that, and then after that, Liesl finally decided to join me. Dominica and I watched some stuff for a while because it wasn't late enough to go to bed. But then Dominica went to bed, and Liesl joined me and watched Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, which I've been trying to get her to watch for forever. She watched Raiders of the Lost Ark years ago. She was probably 5. You know, it was so long ago that she doesn't remember the movie at all. I can't remember when we watched it, but it was probably more recent than that. Probably a lot more recent than that. But it's foggy enough. She doesn't remember how it went. But ever since we watched it, I've been like, "You loved it. You really liked it. You got to watch the next one." And she's always been, no. So we finally sat down, started watching Temple of Doom, and of course she liked it. But we didn't make it to the end, but we made it pretty far, and we'll finish it up this weekend at some point. But pretty cool that we finally got her to watch that, because some of these classics, we have access to all these classics with either we own them or they're on some streaming service, and I know that she'll really like these. She likes National Treasure, not very much, but this is better than that, a little bit more. She likes the violence a lot, because she's very dark, and so that went really well. So that was pretty much the day. It was pretty exciting from a Vetastic and hanging out with the kids and uh, Indiana Jones kind of stuff, but more or less a slower day. I was supposed to go into a client site this afternoon, but that ended up getting not exactly canceled. I just did it all over the phone, so I didn't have to go anywhere. So pretty much a day sticking at home. I feel like I must have run out and done something, gotten food, but nothing worth mentioning at least. So that was our Friday the 13th, and that wraps up the work week here. We are ready for the weekend.